Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you. Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Yeah, welcome to the Monday Morning Recap, everybody. Brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today with MyBookie.com. Turn your love of sports into your new side hustle. I'm going to need them once again after this weekend. My God, man. Delco, you look like you've been to your own funeral today.
A lot of self-reflection.
Yeah.
A lot of asking, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
What happened?
British Open. I don't think I had one
out.
person in the top 20. Did you?
No, I didn't.
None.
Bet a lot of top 20s, didn't hit a single one.
Between you and I think we had 14 or 15 different people. Mm-hmm. Not one of them ended up in the top 20, which is virtually impossible.
I just want to file this away. I'm not going to bet on the British Open until Sunday.
Ever again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Remind me of that.
How many strokes was soft serve back, Xander Schauffele?
He was 3 under. I think the leader was at 4 to start the day. At one point, he was like 3 or 4 back, and then just boat raced the field.
I mean,
he finished at 9 under.
Yeah, 9 under. He was amazing. I asked you this a few weeks back of whether or not that first victory of his would then propel him to win other majors.
Might have unlocked something.
Boom. And then now he's got 2, and then he was second at the PGA. Mm-hmm. Is he the player of the year?
What would you rather have? 2 majors, like $15 million, or the Masters, a bunch of wins on the PGA Tour, and like $30 million?
I think when you're that rich, I would rather have the 2 majors.
Well, they both have 2 majors now, right?
No, but this year.
Right.
If we're just taking this year and this year alone. Yeah.
Total, Scotty has 2. Mm-hmm. Xander has 2. But Scotty only has Masters. Maybe he's a Masters merchant.
Maybe. He looked decent, though, for most of the week, and then he kind of fell apart on Sunday.
Just couldn't putt.
He couldn't putt at all.
No.
And then 15, 16, he was just chucking the club wherever he wanted to. He was frustrated by it. Mm-hmm. And it was all over. The guy who was in second, I've never heard of him my entire life.
Justin Rose.
Oh, was he? Did he finish second?
Justin Rose finished second. Yeah.
There was a guy named Lawrence who looked like Trevor Lawrence.
Thurston Lawrence.
That T stood for Thurston.
It was Tristan, but it was spelled out Thurston.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. And who was the Brown guy? Daniel Brown?
Oh, Danny Brown. Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a rapper.
Yeah, but he wasn't in this tournament.
Oh,
he was the white guy.
Yeah. No, he wrote the Da Vinci Code, I think.
Yes.
Oh, Dan Brown.
Dan Brown.
Demons, yeah.
He played in the U.S. Open or the British Open?
Yeah, he did pretty well, actually. Yeah.
Well, he was just there because there's a chapel buried under the 14th green that contains the bones of Mary Magdalene.
He writes like an 8th grader, by the way. I don't know if you've ever actually read the books. They're bad.
That's how you become huge around
Oh, yeah.
the world.
You
gotta do it.
write to the Mongoloidism of America for sure. Yeah.
Look, Dan Brown got overrated in terms of like elegance or eloquence or whatever because he was writing about like cool history things that require some research, and so people were like, "Oh, maybe it is highbrow," but it was still an airport novel. It's just instead of like the hot housewife fucking a field hand, it was somebody chasing after Jesus's bones or whatever.
I think the fact that you use field hand as an example shows that your family probably still owns slaves.
Yeah.
You should thank me for that alley-oop.
Why is there?
No, I'm just saying. I teed that up for somebody to.
But there is
out.
So there is slaves.
Don't worry about what there is or
That's
isn't.
Fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Missouri.
Yes. So Justin Rose was in second with Billy Horschel. Billy Ho was in there.
Yeah, I mean Thurston, Billy, Justin Rose, they all played well, but Xander just fucking took it.
He got into a bizarre Twitter fight last night with a writer.
Schauffele?
No, Billy Horschel.
Oh, Billy Ho, yeah.
And he just said, this guy was like, I'll never like you. I've never liked you. And I heard you're mean to people in real life. And he goes, you don't even fucking know me. And he got in this back and forth. There was a bizarre Twitter battle with this writer last night.
Well, that was a pretty mean thing to say.
And then he said,
F word?
enjoy your live tournament this weekend. I guess the guy was the
Oof.
writer.
Okay, yeah, I'll
It's a
enjoy
live.
getting paid like $80 million for 72.
No,
It was,
the
the
writer.
it was the writer.
The guy that you
guy was-
don't get paid that much to cover live golf.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that to the writer.
Yeah, he said that to the
I was
writer.
gonna say, don't talking shit to somebody for going to play in their live tournaments. Like, I'm gonna play like 18 less holes than you and get paid 10 times more money. So yeah, I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always awkward to, bring blood-soaked cash to the bank, but I would get over that very quickly.
Horschel's had a weird career. He won the FedEx Cup like 10 years ago. And he was a big prospect coming out of Florida. Like, he's had a weird kind
But
of
he's
up
made
and
a
down
shit
thing.
ton of money.
Yeah.
That FedEx Cup win was like $15 million.
Well, if
Yeah.
you're talking about blood-soaked cash, this Thurston Lawrence guy, that's South Africa, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm not saying I wouldn't have any problem, taking it to a bank, because that's the teller's problem at that point. The blood all over your money. Like, that's not my problem.
Yeah. But yeah, Thurston Lawrence here made $876,000 for finishing fourth.
Maybe he can
respect
buy
it.
back his family's farm.
Maybe. Was unfamiliar with his game. Seen his name pop up on leaderboards here and there in DP World Tour events I've bet on, but did not know he sends it. Like, he fucking mashes the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, this course played pretty well for dudes who fucking hit long, huh?
Yeah.
And then, but
Well, yeah,
it's- but it's-
Xander chased speed, and Xander hits the fuck out
Yeah,
of the
and
ball.
Oh,
then
yeah.
Cam as well is hitting the fuck out of the ball, but he also can't punt.
Putt.
Cam who?
Cam.
Cam Young, he started out the fucking.
Well, Cam Young finished like 6 over.
I know he did. He finished that way, but he started out the first round. He was crushing the ball and doing really well, but he still couldn't putt. What's up with that guy?
The guys who made there was one guy who actually made the cut who finished at plus 22.
The craziest stat was Joaquin Neiman, after 3 rounds, would have been leading the tournament if he didn't make 2 holes of 10 over total.
Yeah.
Like, he went 5 over on the par 3, and then he went 5 over on 11, I think. So, 10 over total on 2 holes.
So what's left now?
What did he
with
shoot for the rest of
golf?
the tournament?
Wait,
What? Who is it?
Joaquin Neiman. Sunday, I think he kind of shot himself out of the tournament anyway, even if it wasn't for those 2 holes. But, I mean, the postage stamp, which was number 8.
He was 10
that was
over for the
sick.
tournament,
It's an
dude.
awesome hole.
So he would have been fucking. He would have finished in 10th place had he not for 2 holes. God
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, there was barely anybody under par. There was only 7 people that were under par.
Yeah.
It was fucking
That's
nuts.
cool. It's British Open.
Yeah. I mean, I like that element of it, but it was kind of weird. It wasn't that exciting.
It's just there's too many elements and factors that are bizarre and weird that you have to account for. So it's just not even bet. It's not worth betting on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Maybe get a good number on Saturday or Sunday.
Maybe.
I mean, Scheffler had a good tournament. He was steady the whole time. He just like
Couldn't putt.
Schauffele had that fucking killer last round. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Somebody shoots 65 in those conditions. What are you gonna do?
And
Nothing.
Xander, I mean, he's been consistent his whole career. Really, he's showed up at majors. Now he's finally winning. So
It's interesting to see which dudes are able to put 4 full rounds together and which can't. Because there's some dudes that are like really good golfers, but they can't do it for 4 days in a row
Yeah.
at all.
Like
Like
right
Cam
now-
Young will never do it for 4 days in a row.
yeah,
In his
right now
entire career.
Justin Thomas is struggling to do 4 days.
Yep.
But Schauffele does it. Fucking
Scheffler usually
does
does
it. He does it all the time.
It's nice though. We kind of have a bit of a rivalry brewing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 2 guys that are on par with each other at this point.
They'll be the top 2 in the rankings as far as the FedEx Cup is concerned, correct?
Let's see
Yeah, I
the
mean,
cup.
fucking Scotty's still way ahead, but
Yeah, Scotty is. I mean, like he's. This is ridiculous.
not that it matters. You show up the last tournament, the FedEx Cup, you get like a 2-stroke lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right now. He's 320,000 total points ahead, which is the average points, which they really go by. He's 8.5 points ahead of Xander in second place, which is like 17. He's at 18, and Xander's at like 11.2, basically.
But our picks, I had one guy make the cut. You had one guy make the cut, right? Like, you had Brooks.
and then, by the way,
Brooks
third.
Koepka, and that's it.
And then, by the way, third place is Rory, all the way down at 9. So it's 18, 11, and then 9.
Yeah.
That's how far
Rory
ahead
stunk.
Scheffler is.
Rory stunk.
He
Lot of
did,
big
but
he
he's
didn't even make the cut.
Yeah. A lot of guys missed the cut.
I know. It was a strange weekend. I enjoy watching it and I love it, but this is the last major. Are they going to the Olympics now? Because golf is in the Olympics. So who's going from the United States? Do you know
So
that?
we got Xander, Scotty, Wyndham Clark, and then I forget the fourth.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
They've been the best this year.
Yeah, I mean
Those
those
first three make
like
sense.
how
Colin Morikawa.
Oh,
yeah.
Morikawa.
that makes sense.
How do you lose that? I mean, anything can happen in golf.
Yeah,
It's not a team event.
it's individual.
Yeah.
So one of them is going to win gold.
but- yeah. Clark, Morikawa, Schauffele, and Scheffler.
Xander's got a gold medal already.
Yeah, he does.
Does he really?
He's the only one of them
God
of the
damn.
four that have been in the Olympics before.
It's relatively new though.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've only done it twice.
I'm looking.
Oh, no, I'm
forward to
sorry.
it. I love the Olympics.
Morikawa was in it in 2020 as well. He just didn't get any. He didn't win anything.
Okay, but that gets cranked up soon. Thank God, because we're going through a serious drought here. With
What about
sports?
What about the female golfers in the Olympics? Lilia Vu and Rose Zhang. I know Zhang. I've heard of her, but I don't know who this other one is.
Lilia
Is
Vu.
Nelly Korda in it?
Is she just a UCLA golfer? Or is she on the LPGA?
No, she's
LPGA
won a
starts
major.
at like fucking 14.
She's won a
doesn't it?
major before. Yeah. Rose Zhang's a stud though.
Yeah, she's
I
really
guess
good.
Nelly probably is not going. She probably just decided not to go.
What about that Oka? Whatever the fuck. What's her name?
There's a million of them. They're all Asian. The whole tour is Asian.
The one that can't like fucking do press and shit. Is she just done?
She's playing.
Is she?
Nelly, I mean, at least as of April, she was playing.
But not in the Olympics, I guess.
no,
It looks like there's only 2 people on the women's roster for U.S.
Nelly Korda would be number one then.
she won gold last time.
I don't see her on here.
So
You see?
I
It's
just don't.
these
I don't
two?
really know how the Olympics work.
There's breakdancing this year.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, their headquarters is here, over at the Hope Art Installation that Homegirl
Oh yeah, Nelly
runs.
Korda. It says
You're
Nelly
kidding.
Korda to represent Team USA. So yeah, Korda will
Oh,
be there.
so why are they only showing these two bros?
Yeah, she's a defending gold medalist. So
Shit. Put her on the fucking cover then. What are we doing, dude? We're showing breakdancing shit out there?
She's a
Nelly
babe.
Korda. What does she look like?
Blonde. Yeah.
Dan
I
loves
mean,
her.
she's not a babe, but she's
I mean,
a good-looking lady.
she cleans up well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, she's no Charlie Hall.
and she's a
but-
fucking gold medalist, dude. That's dope as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know about breakdancing. I mean, I know, like, so you remember the woman that owned that venue downtown?
Yeah, yeah.
That Xander used to dance to? She owns that Hope Art Installation here.
Yeah.
That's where they did all their training.
Really?
The breakdancing team.
How does
yeah.
one train for breakdancing?
It's fucking dropping beats, dude. Putting
Do you
some
rip
cardboard
open
down,
cardboard boxes?
little sand on it, so
And then get ready?
give them the old
This is what
soft
they
shoe.
got rid of wrestling for. Did they bring back wrestling this year?
They brought back wrestling.
Okay.
So wrestling is in there.
I think we should add the weirdest stuff possible.
Well, there's
like
We're
pickleball.
close. So pickleball was pitched.
To be honest, pickleball is a sport.
Power walking.
Like one of the things they look at when you add a new sport to the Olympics is, can it be done everywhere? Right?
Pickleball,
Is
you
it something
can.
that people you could put a pickleball court anywhere?
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Like seriously.
We got
Maybe
skateboarding.
more than anything. Yeah, skateboarding's back.
And that skateboarding's back in it. Looking forward
Which
to that.
that never should have gone away, to be honest. If fucking
yeah.
if the Winter Olympics has those events,
Right.
Skateboarding is, I don't know if it's harder or not, but it's commensurate with that. Why would that not be in? Plus, younger people draw younger people in to watch the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how we don't
Younger
have
people
a
don't give a fuck about speed skating. and
better
shit.
handball team.
I know.
Like
I
every
don't-
retired athlete should be on our handball team.
Well, even water polo, I don't know why we don't have a better team, because they're like every college in the United States has a varsity water polo team.
Well,
almost.
Flava
I mean,
Flav is
they're-
also financially supporting the women's water polo team.
Is
Is
that
he really?
Is that
Yeah.
because he's got like baby mamas on the teams, or
Maybe.
what's going on?
He just really loves women's water polo.
I think
That's
he
a
thinks
weird thing to
that
get
that
involved
makes
in.
him allowed to shower with them.
Could be.
Work for Sandusky.
And
probably why he
yeah,
threw
and
the
I
money that
can't
way.
argue with, like, if you paid for the shower.
The logic is there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
my shower. They're just using it.
Are we betting against Team USA here in basketball now?
I would
I am.
maybe bet against them on spreads, but I wouldn't bet against them to win the gold.
I'm looking at it right now. So their odds just decreased on mybookie.com down to minus 625.
Who's better?
So they got Canada at plus 950.
No thanks.
They got France at 13 to 1, Serbia at 16.5 to 1, Greece at 22 to 1, Germany at 26 to 1, Australia at 32 to 1, Spain at 62 to 1, Brazil at 140 to 1, Japan at 280 to 1. No thanks.
Pass.
None of
Puerto
these teams,
Rico 360 to 1. South Sudan
No.
is 360 to 1. Maybe it's time we start betting on them.
I doubt it.
I watched that game. It wasn't really fucking close until the end.
Dude, they're figuring out rotations. They don't give a shit. That game is literally meaningless, right? These are warm-ups, right? They're fully qualified.
44-point spread.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Don't bet the spreads.
Yeah,
Or bet against the spread.
Also, don't bet the spread on a fucking friendly. Are you retarded?
Man.
Not you, but this goes for international soccer play as well. Don't bet on friendlies because coaches are trying weird shit. The result doesn't matter. They're often using different lineups and different fucking progressions that they wouldn't normally use. Don't ever do that.
Now, if this was like a President's Cup format where it was the international team versus Team USA, I would say, yeah, bet the international team, but they're all spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like what? Greece has the Giannis brothers.
Yep.
They've got a Giannis brother.
Is the other one not playing?
No, he's playing.
Okay.
Just
The other guy's
relevant.
Not good, yeah.
I mean,
France is good. Slovenia is good, obviously, with Luka.
Is
Yep.
France good, though?
France
Yeah.
has Wemby
Yeah.
Rudy.
And all those kids who just got drafted.
They have
Yeah, yeah.
Wemby, and I think what's his nuts from the Spurs back in the days playing.
Spain fell off.
Not
Tony Parker?
Not
Ginobili?
Parker. Not Parker. The other one. The one that's. Hold on. Let me.
Got to be great if it was Ginobili, if he came back there. I think I'm betting against the USA.
That would be a mistake.
I watched that fucking game, man.
Don't-
That dude from South Sudan. South Sudan was trending #1, and I immediately was like, all right, what bomb went off there? Or who
Ginobili
got
was also
shot or killed or
Argentinian.
raped?
Oh, it's Evan Fournier. He's not. He never played for the Spurs. So Evan Fournier, Nando De Colo, Nicholas Batum, Wemby, and Rudy Gobert are all on the French
That team is not beating USA.
It's not going to beat the USA. I'm just saying they'll be good in the tournament.
Gobert is a total liability.
They'll be a semifinalist or a quarterfinalist probably.
LeBron was the guy they went to for the last bucket there, and he got it, but then the other guy got fouled. I mean, it was a bad foul.
It's a friendly.
And the ref, they didn't call it. So what? If it's a friendly, let South Sudan fucking celebrate.
Toss him a bone.
That would have been the only time in the history of this country they had something to celebrate
Dude.
other than a meal.
LeBron's not going out without a gold.
No.
It's just not. This is his last Olympics.
It's
They're
Steph's
letting him-
first.
What?
It's
Yeah,
Steph
Steph's-
Curry's first
it's his
Olympics
first
and probably his
Olympics.
last.
And
Yeah.
by the way, they're letting LeBron carry the flag for all of the United States.
Good.
Name a bigger
Good.
athlete.
He's the best athlete in the world right now. Fucking put the flag in his hands. He's literally the American dream. He grew up in shithole fucking. He
Akron.
and JD Vance are basically the same guy. To be honest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like, for real.
pretty much.
They grew up in crackhead fucking town, and they grew up to be fucking wildly successful.
Then you ignore your friends from high school.
Exactly.
Well, LeBron didn't.
No, he made him. Well, he got one of them a business
lot of
degree,
them.
but
Yeah.
I bet he doesn't answer a couple of those phone calls.
That's what's. By the way, Kobe's best friend did a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
Good.
Kobe's a piece of
Good.
shit.
Good.
No, he's not a piece
you're
of
not,
shit.
You're not
Kobe's a
entitled.
massive
You're
piece
like.
of shit.
Well, I knew the guy in high school. He didn't fucking give me any money.
No, do you know?
What the
do
fuck
you
does
know
that
what he said on
mean?
that
No, his
podcast?
friends
He
and
said,
yeah, I
family.
read it.
Kobe
ignored.
didn't testify for me in my court trial. It was like, why the fuck would Kobe testify and go back to high school?
Yeah, Kobe's
and
on trial
testify for his.
Kobe's on trial for his own life.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he disowns where he's from. He claims Italy, or he did claim Italy.
He should. If you're from Philly, you should.
I actually did hear a more damning story about Kobe Bryant the other day on Jeff Pearlman's TikTok. I forget the name of the player he got into it with, but Pearlman, by the way, he's written a lot of books. He wrote the book that Winning Time's based on.
yeah.
Yeah, Perlman's a good writer.
And he wrote the John Rocker piece for Sports Illustrated, one of the best sports writers out. I forget who the guy was. It was like an end of the bench dude for the Lakers. And Kobe won some shooting contest in practice, right? Everyone had to pay him $100. And he was to this end of the bench dude. He's like, yo, man, where's my money? And he's like, I'll get it to you later. He's like, all right. He comes up to him later. And this is when Kobe's like 21. He's like, where's my money? He's like, I'll get it to you later. And then he comes up to him again on the bus. And he's like, where's my money? And the dude's like, I'll get it to you later. And Kobe punches him in the face. And the guy turns to Shaq and goes, did this motherfucker just punch me in the face? And Shaq goes, mm-hmm. And he goes, stop the fucking bus. And the bus gets stopped. And he's like, turns to Kobe and he's like, get off the bus right fucking now. We're going to handle this. And he starts to walk to the end of the bus. And Kobe just sits down and starts to ignore him. And he's like, are you fucking coming? And Kobe just was like, mm-hmm. And the guy's like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought, and tells the bus to go. And then I guess later Kobe called his hotel room crying and was like, I'm so sorry.
Who was it?
I'll have to look it up.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
It wasn't Rick Fox. It was some hard
No,
ass
Rick
dude.
Fox would have beat him to death.
Yeah.
Rick Fox had a
Rick
bit of
Fox
a-
was like that.
Yeah.
Don't let the good looks fool you. Rick Fox.
Yeah, he got
was
into
a-
fights all the
he
time.
was.
He should have been
Yeah.
a hockey player, to be honest.
He was a
always
fucking
starting shit with
animal,
people.
dude.
So Spain, back to basketball. Spain is the number 2 ranked WBA team right now, and their high-profile players are Hernan Gomez, he's good, but I mean Sergio Llull, Santiago Aldama, Xavier Lopez, some other name I've never heard of, and then Lorenzo Brown.
The Gasol brothers are not walking through that door.
That shit's over. Germany's third, Serbia's fourth, Australia's fifth. Australia, I get. They've got some talent. Canada's on there, but two of their best players, like, is SGA playing?
But he said Spain is like the 8th best odds.
Yeah, they are. They're
this is just the WBA rankings, the FIBA rankings right now.
Which is kind of like, if you look at like FIFA rankings, the
Yeah,
U.S.
it doesn't
ranked
mean
like
shit,
16th.
I mean, Canada has a bunch
But
of guys.
France has a good team. Fucking Slovenia's got a good team.
Is SGA in Canada?
Yeah,
So
so
both
SGA, but I don't
SGA
think Wiggins is playing either.
Here's who's playing for Canada. It's a good squad.
Yeah.
Kelly Olynyk, Andrew Nemard, Jamal Murray, SGA, Dylan Brooks, RJ Barrett.
That's probably the second best team in the tournament.
Boom. Bob, you're witnessing this right now. I'm going to put 100 on Canada. I am. I don't believe in this fucking USA team.
All right.
It's a bunch of fucking losers.
I'm going to push your shit
USA
in.
will probably beat Canada in the finals. I think Canada will be a semifinalist. US, obviously, probably Slovenia, just because Luka is that dude, especially on the world stage.
Is Kyrie going to play for Australia?
Then France. I think those are the top four. Australia maybe is a dark horse, but they never can get their shit together.
Would Kyrie risk going that close to the edge of Earth?
He was born in Australia.
Would he risk going back?
I think he would.
He lives in Middle Earth now. He's not going back next to the ice wall.
That's true.
I've lost so much money on golf. Fuck it. All right.
Also, shouldn't Kyrie be playing for Israel, if anything?
Yeah, he should.
Well, he is a true Israeli.
Yeah.
He really is. $215, Bob, pays off at $2,000 for Canada.
Okay.
Fuck it, dude.
When they get bounced in the round of 16.
They won't get bounced that early.
I don't believe in USA.
I
After
do.
watching that South Sudan bullshit,
Dude,
I'm
you're
all
Not
good.
worried.
It was a pickup game. You need to relax with that. You're gonna fucking. This is why you keep losing.
No, it's not.
It is.
They're a bunch of fucking losers, and there's no heart in that team. Who's the heart of this team?
Probably LeBron.
No.
Oh, Ant.
It's
or
Ant.
Yeah.
It's Ant.
They're going to turn it on.
I mean, they got fucking smoked in the playoffs. I think this is Canada's year, dude.
Ant had
Canada cares.
Ant had one of the best playoffs for a fucking sub 25 guy we ever seen in the
I will
history
say,
of the NBA.
as a Sixers fan, you should bench Joel Embiid.
Just so he
Yeah,
doesn't
They
get
were
hurt.
going to work on him, dude.
So he
I know,
doesn't
he's
get fucking hurt.
He's not good. Like, he's not a good fit. Is what I
Stat
mean.
compiler.
No, he's a great
team.
player. He's just he's a bad fit for the team.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of the whole team is wings, basically, except for him.
Yep.
So what's he supposed to do? Like maybe it's a matchup thing. Maybe he doesn't start all the time, and they get one team that can't defend down low at all, and he scores 80 points.
Anthony Davis should be the center.
I agree.
I agree with that.
It's
Yeah.
this type of
He
thing.
can run the
starting
floor.
center.
He can run the floor too.
starting
I would
center,
have
yeah.
even had Embiid on the team.
He was, by the way, if you remember, was he on? No, he wasn't on the Redeem team. He was on the team after the Redeem team. But I remember watching him in the Olympics straight out of college, and I was just like, oh my God. Like, he was maybe the best player on the team. Dude was like dunking from the free throw line just with his fucking
Talking
arm.
about Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was incredible in 2012. on the
He's,
Olympics.
to be honest, if you have, I mean, I guess one is none and two is one, but if you have Anthony Davis, why even have Embiid on the team? Like, if you're building a team that's all wings, literally the entire team is wings.
Yeah.
All of them. There's a point guard or two.
Also, get Kerr out of there. Spoelstra needs to take over.
This is Canada's year, dude. They're rubbing maple syrup all over each other's cocks, dude. This is Canada's year.
I wouldn't be shocked if Canada won. They're a really good team.
I just bet them. Bob just saw it.
Well, that means they're probably not going to win.
They're definitely not going to win. We're going to push their shit
We
in.
can't get to football fast enough here. I've lost my ass this summer, man. It's just absolutely fucking devastating.
we're a month and a half away now. Actually, we're a month and a week away.
We're 5 Saturdays.
Yeah.
away. 5 Saturdays away, kids. From
that-
college
that
football
golf in.
starting. You can bet on college football right now on mybookie.com. Our title sponsor, promo code Drinkin Bros, doubles your first deposits all the way up to $1,000. God damn it. Get off your couch. So this is the top of the show. Get into the action today. Presidential elections heating up too over there. It's not just sports. They'll let you bet on everything over there. Let's see what the fucking presidential odds are today after this weekend. Jesus Christ, what a fucking day. All right, they got Trump at minus 200. Kamala still at 2-1 odds. Everybody came out and endorsed her today. Although Michelle Obama did shrink down to 14-1 here, which is super fucking interesting.
It's not interesting. They just want to steal idiots' money.
Mm-hmm.
Man. And then RFK Jr.'s at 50-1 on this thing. Shit. All right.
I don't see Mitt Romney on here anywhere.
I don't either.
Somebody give me odds on Mitt Romney. I would take that action right now.
I would not. But look, you can bet on everything over there. They've even got the vice presidents up. Shit.
Shapiro's got the shortest odds.
Whoa, dude. They got the vice president up there. It is Josh Shapiro. Motherfucker, dude.
Oh, no. Did we just lose to Germany?
We were
The
playing
USA?
Germany.
Yeah, we're down 113 to 111. I don't know if that's a final.
Oh, pop it up, baby. That's losers. They're fucking losers over there. Tell me we lost. Did we lose?
I don't know.
It's ongoing.
What's the... Go to the top of that.
They're not
Get
great
out of
with
there,
these,
Bob.
like, friendly...
Google wasn't giving me anything. Oh, it's follow live. We're in a
Scores.
tight battle right now.
How much time is left?
Who's on Germany?
Who knows,
Dirk
man?
still playing?
Those Germans have a way of just popping up out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah, they're probably annexed Poland.
Can you find me a current score?
Here's the game. It's in commercial right now. But it'll
Pop
come
it up, dude. I want to see these fucking losers lose live on air. That'd be great. So VP odds are up. This is very interesting. We haven't had this before, D'Anthony. So they just added this morning here
I just sprinkled Nick Saban.
for
250 to
VP.
1. Yeah.
Yeah, smart. They're naming the stadium after him. Josh Shapiro is at 2-1. He's the favorite. Roy Cooper, that shitty governor of North Carolina. I hate that motherfucker. 2.5 to 1? No. Mark Kelly, it's 3.5 to 1. Andy Bashir, that's who I'm hearing, is Andy Bashir at 4.5 to 1. That might not be bad. Buttigieg is at 15 to 1. That's really fucking high. If you're looking for Joyce, maybe spread on that.
I would wait
but-
and see how the talking points play out over the next week. First, wait for Biden to come out and make an announcement if he's alive.
That would be the real-life thought daughter, gay son meme.
It really would
Yeah.
be.
I personally don't think that Joe Biden's alive.
I don't either.
Somebody,
But we don't have those odds up here.
somebody hit me up earlier and told me that Jill had to be sedated at their residence last night.
That's the rumor right now. Bobert's asking for proof of life here. I wish on my bookie there was a proof of life. I'd bet on that right
Jill
now.
had to be
I'd bet on
sedated?
anything.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
She's fucking dead.
No, Jill.
Yeah.
Jill.
Means her husband died last
Yeah, like the story that I heard was that this is from people that are there, that it was because, well, they don't know why, but the speculation was because she was pissed that he dropped out or that he was forced out or something like that and she had to be sedated. But
I can
all,
see that.
It would also make sense if
They
he was
tranked her?
dead.
Yeah. You
Well,
gotta get tranked out,
I
dude.
don't think they hit her from across the room. I think they were like, hey, calm down,
No,
Doc.
do it, dude. If you could get tranked up somewhere and not know it, it'd be blast, wouldn't it? Just the back of the leg go down.
Frankly,
I've seen plenty
I
of
would.
people in Philly on trank. It doesn't look like.
Oh,
a
you
good
mean
time.
actually the drug trank, not
No,
tranquilizer?
I'm talking about tranquilizer. I want a tranquilizer.
No,
dart.
if somebody that would be actually
really fun.
a really fun gag to play. Like have instead of like playing that stupid gay ass movie called Tag or whatever.
Yeah.
We've been playing tag for 25 years. Let's play tag with trank guns
I enjoyed that movie.
out in public.
Yeah.
Like if
Probably
you're
guy
out
who did that.
you're out at dinner with your fucking family and I just sneak up behind you like, hey buddy, how's it going? My hands on your shoulders. Needle.
Needle.
It's like I'll see you in
Needle.
12 hours, bitch.
See ya.
Do you know how fucking dope that would be? I'm doing that.
fucking
You guys
great,
are all on
dude.
notice right now. I don't care if you've agreed to participate or not. You're all now on notice. I will drug you at any moment.
It's fair. All right,
Shoot 'em.
tie ball
Not
game.
like Ari Shafir does, by the way.
Tie ball game in the fifth. Or wait,
In the
I thought
fourth.
you said it was 112, 110.
It's 113, 111.
78, 78 on here.
yeah.
Oh, that you're talking about South Sudan.
Yes,
No.
it's, I'm
No, that was
watching this game.
100.
They're
101,
struggling.
101,
Hey
100.
guys, they're struggling everywhere because they're fucking losers, dude. Sorry about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is September 8th. We lost 113 to 111.
Yeah, these are fucking losers here out here, guys. Sorry.
This is
They're
last
struggling
year.
again today. Next up, we got firstform.com/Drinkin' Shit, I have not taken my microfractures today. I haven't been on this desk. They're sitting on this desk. This is real shit, dude. I'll take it live on air here. Here's the box. Boom, pops out a little pouch. And it's all the essentials you need: antioxidants, CoQ10s, multivitamins, fruits and veggies, EFAs, and probiotics. Pop them in your mouth and you're good to go. Let's face it, we all don't eat the way we want to, work out the way we need to. But it is important to put the proper vitamins inside of us to keep us fucking going here on a daily basis. But they're not just a micro factor company. They're also a protein company. D'Anthony, tell them about the protein while I take these vitamins.
Yeah, it's good. Protein is their flagship product. That's what they started making. So a lot of companies, a lot of the companies you see, what they started out as a product aggregator. You know what I mean? Like GNC and all these companies. They don't make anything, right? They just sell other people's stuff, and then they start white labeling people's stuff to make it their own. First Form started out making their own protein. That's where they got their start. That's their flagship product. It's really good. It's 34 grams of protein per scoop. I take 2 scoops.
Yep.
You know,
They're awesome, man. Great
they got
company.
the best. They got the best flavors. Delco mixes it up with a cereal, but they seriously have like 20 different flavors and they're all good.
Also, you can get some plain Greek yogurt, throw some scoops of the protein in, mix it up.
Throw
It's
some
nice.
nuts in there.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good to go over there. Head on over to firstform.com/Drinkin Bros. Free shipping on orders over $75. Also, it is spelled with a 1. So it is 1 STPHORM. That is firstform.com/Drinkin Bros. Next up, we got bioproteintech.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros gets you $30 off your first order. Guys, if you're over 30, you're going to want to hear this every year after puberty. HGH, human growth hormone, the hormone responsible for workout recovery, performance, metabolism, even sex drive, starts to decline, sometimes by 50% by age 35. It doesn't matter who you are, how hard you train, how good you eat, happening to all of us. So BioPro Plus comes in. First of its kind, non-synthetic alternative to prescription HGH growth hormone treatments. All the benefits of synthetic HGH without any of the needles, side effects, or doctor visits. Best part about BioPro Plus is it works super fast, it's easy to use, and 100% safe. Been trusted by physicians since 2009, and its benefits can be felt in just days instead of months. So, if you want to fix, perform, and feel better without all the risks of the big pharma synthetic stuff, head on over to bioproteintech.com to learn more, or click the link in the audio description and use the promo code Drinkin Bros for $30 off. Going on 8-ish months of it now. Feel great. Comes in 30 little vials, just shipped to your house. Pop it underneath your tongue before night-night. Also makes your skin look good, which fucking rocks. It's not in here, but it's true in real life. Last but not least, drinkinbrostickets.com. So Benny, our partner in there, from time to time will send us some of the orders, and he goes, hey, dude, is this you who got these tickets? And I opened up the email, and it was for Limp Bizkit. I was unfamiliar that Limp Bizkit was currently on.
Yeah, that's another one we need to look into. By the way, just if you're not keeping track, in a month and a half, we'll be in Dallas for Creed.
On 9/11.
9/11.
Yeah.
Which is the day after the next debate is supposed to be.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The 9/10 is the debate. 9/11 is Creed.
Wow.
Which I'll need.
Yeah.
You know, to get back. When is Limp Bizkit coming to Texas? Hold on, let me look it up.
Let's see Limp Bizkit in their natural habitat of Jacksonville, Florida.
That would be
Oh, I love it. Jared and I actually did a bunch of podcasts down there with the Osborne family, and we saw is it called the Rocktober or Rockfella or something like that, dude?
Rocktoberfest?
Something
I have
like
no
that,
idea.
man. But it
At
was
the Toyota?
It fucking rocked, dude.
August 4th. They're in Alpharetta. Actually,
That's where I live.
They're in West Palm
It's my
Beach.
hometown.
They're in West Palm Beach on August 6th, but that's a Tuesday. We can't do that.
No, we can't do that.
You don't want to see Bizkit
They're in Tampa
on
on
Tuesday?
August. They're in
I
Tampa.
do want to see Biscuit on Tuesday, but I can't fly to Tampa for
we
it.
can't leave. It's Tampa on the following day, on Wednesday, the 7th, August 7th. They're in the Woodlands, Texas on August 11th. That's a Sunday.
So Houston.
Yeah,
Okay.
Houston. And then they're in Dallas on that Tuesday. We're not going to that.
They
When
love
is that?
playing on Tuesdays.
Why, though?
I mean, they're playing every day of the week.
Man.
They have shows every day of the week.
Biscuit's
Grinders.
back, baby.
Nobody wants to work except Limp Bizkit.
They sure don't.
By the way, LeBron's last 3 possessions on offense and defense: 2 points on a drive, steal, 2 points, rebound on a missed shot, and another 2 points.
They're lazy. That's
Yeah,
why.
it sounds like a fucking loser.
The rest of that team is lazy. It's just him right now.
Another rebound for Bron, and he got fouled.
And he got fouled.
LeBron is like taking over this game right now.
Yeah, it's because we have losers like Derek White on our team.
They're all losers over there, guys. But if you want to go to the Olympics, there's actually tickets over there. Tickets for everything on drinkinbrostickets.com across the board. It doesn't matter what event it is. Even the Olympics is literally on there. So you can go see that if you're over in Paris. And good for you right
You
now.
want to go over to France right now?
I would kill too. I would fucking absolutely
What are you
murder
gonna do in
someone to go to
France?
France.
Like
Everything.
Dodge Muslims.
I love it.
Eat a lot of good
A
food.
lot of good food.
You haven't been to France in a while, have you?
go down to the south of France.
South
Get
is
out
still
of there.
good.
Yeah, sure is.
South is still good.
Sure is.
You can ignore the the riffraff.
And by the way,
If you're not in
for
the
the
cities.
Olympics, have you been to a city with have you been to the Olympics before?
In Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, so
but I was a child. I
They'll
was like
clean it
14.
up. They'll clean it up. So no matter where it is, like LA, they'll clean up the city.
Well, we'll
so
see.
you won't know.
I've been posting a lot of pictures of Muhammad lately.
Okay.
So
You think he might pop up at the Olympics?
we'll see how it goes. He's not going to, no, because I don't think there are children there.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
what he's into. But
Actually, that story about him banging a 9-year-old is fake for the funniest reason possible.
which reason?
His followers.
I mean, he
His followers thought
married a 6-year-old. That's a
No. That's the fake thing. His
that's
followers
not
made
fake.
that story so that he would seem more devout. That is like that there would be no doubt his wife was a virgin.
Oh,
that's
God.
weird.
That's gross.
Yeah,
That's
that
like-
that made him sound better at the time.
That kind of feels like Sandusky keeping his ED
Yeah,
to
right.
himself.
Oh,
Didn't age well.
a little breaking news here for sports. Warner Brothers Discovery has made a last-minute match for the $1.8 billion offer by Amazon Prime for the NBA. So maybe Charles and the squad could stay there.
Did you see that the WNBA is getting like a $2 billion
They sure
TV
did.
deal?
The ratings are through the roof, my man. They are now profitable.
This is Beanie Babies.
They are now profitable.
They are absolutely not profitable.
Yes, they are.
They are now.
No.
They just
just-
became profitable.
No.
They did with that deal.
What about? I mean, they got $2 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
profit.
it's fair enough. They've been losing $50 million a year for 25
You
years.
could call my business idea terrible, but if someone walks in and spends $2 billion at it,
Yep.
then I got $2 billion.
Yes.
yeah.
And I'm still watching, by the way. I'll
Why?
admit it. I'm still watching.
I
There's
don't-
nothing on.
I understand
There's
that, but
nothing on.
watch a documentary or something. I don't understand. I
I
legitimately.
watched
Good
Caitlin Clark
documentary
touch
that's out right now.
24
I
and
don't.
19.
I
And
don't.
it was entertaining.
I don't understand how you can watch people do bounce passes and layups and think that's entertaining.
I'll tell you why. Unlike the NBA, which I don't watch, it's 42 games. It actually genuinely seems like every game matters for them because it does. Every place is sold out, and the energy is always fucking high. And she's doing. I mean, look, Caitlin Clark is doing well, and so is Angel Reese. So, like, yeah, man. I mean, opposed to what else is on,
I mean,
it's
like,
more interesting.
People like the MLS.
They
That
do.
is dog shit soccer.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's.
But the games
It's
here are
bad.
sold out.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody asked me about the Austin FC the other day. They were like, "Hey,
People go to.
I went. It was
people
awful.
People go to soccer games the same way they go to like a concert. They don't really care about the band. They just go to get fucking hammered.
yeah, I guess."
But
I
it makes
mean,
the crowd good.
Yeah.
And then it seems like it's
The
more
food's
fun.
good.
Yeah.
food is good.
Soccer games, the crowd's almost always good.
Yeah.
Yes. And
For
it's-
whatever reason, I don't know
Austin,
why.
the crowd is good. The food is good there. I just don't want to sit in
Yeah, but
118
imagine
degrees.
being
Yeah.
It's
like
not
an
a dome.
Austin FC hooligan.
Yeah.
You've been around for 3 years.
I mean, they would just be mad, but you would get a heat stroke before you would actually be able to attack
It's
somebody.
not good.
You would
That
die.
is true, yeah.
Like the fucking, it's built where the majority of the stands are facing like southwest,
In the sun.
Yeah,
right?
you're
So
gonna-
the sun is right there.
My kids almost died when I
The,
took
the
them.
God,
amount
it
of stadiums
sucks so
here
bad.
that have not taken that into account, it's not a thing anymore because Globe Life it has a
Yeah.
roof, but the old
But
Rangers
Texas
Stadium,
UT is still like that.
UT's like that, the old Rangers Stadium,
Oh, it's
ballpark
horrible.
at Arlington,
It was horrible.
completely sun.
Tennessee's football stadium's like that too.
It's-
The whole
Yeah, but
thing is
there's-
exposed to the sun the
Yeah.
whole
There's
fucking
no way
day.
you could predict that, right?
I know, right? Just absolutely
like
no
a literal. You could go back in time 4,000 years, 5,000 years, get someone who built the pyramids in Egypt, and they would be able to.
It might
to
take
do
them a
that.
minute to do the math, but they'd figure it out.
way. Sure would.
Like literally.
God
Sure
damn
would.
it, man.
Breaking news here at the NFL. Jordan Love is going to sit out. He wants a new deal. He wants $50 million a year. Do you give it to him?
Yes.
Yes,
Good luck,
100%. He's quarterback. Also, LeBron James has just scored like 15 points in the last 4 minutes.
Loser.
He's the only one they have. So if
only
he
one
has
they
a bad
need, baby.
game, if he has a bad game, it's over for them. Yeah, they're only up by what, 6 points? Jesus Christ.
All right, well, they're not going to. It's not
Fucking taste it, Germany.
get some.
Yeah, 6 points to Germany.
You know, we barely won D-Day, too.
1 point to South Sudan.
I don't know about all that.
It was a thin line. Things could have gone wrong.
Anything could go wrong, but everything did go wrong. We dropped out of the 4 landing zones. Only one of them had the actual personnel in it that were supposed to be there, right?
For the
airborne,
yeah.
Yeah.
That went as wrong as it could have gone.
It's one of them went right. I think it was the Canadians got it right.
Probably.
I think, and both of ours, the 101st and the 82nd, were just all over the fucking
The
place.
British first, I think, too. Was
Yeah, the
also-
British first was all over the place too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Packers said they're optimistic, so they think this deal is going to get done.
I'm
that deal
selling
get
my
done.
Packers
They're
stock.
absolutely.
As an owner, I'm selling my Packers stock.
They'll absolutely sign him. Jordan Love is a top fucking 10 quarterback in the league, and to be honest, there's only about 15 that are any good.
I know,
So
maybe
you
less
can't-
than that.
It's like quarterback in the NFL now is like a college football coach. If you've got a good one, you just got to deal with it.
They have all the hype in the world going into this season, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Josh Allen,
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs will do it. Yeah.
A fucking running back? No,
I
please.
think Green Bay ends up being a soft 10 win team.
I think they win 12, 13
I'm
games.
with
They're
Bob.
not-
I get 10.
I don't think they
10
win
or
the-
11.
I don't think they win the division.
That Green Bay team's 8-9.
No,
That's retarded.
We'll see.
That's the Lions division now.
I'm gonna keep this tape.
yeah, you should.
We'll play it when
You
the Packers
should.
miss the playoffs.
And then the Bengals president has said a Jamar Chase contract is unlikely this season. That's a mistake to piss that guy off.
Yeah, I mean, so of the wide receivers we've seen come out and have immediate success in the NFL to a degree that others haven't done it before, you're talking about Calvin Johnson, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase, right?
Pretty much. Well, Puka, I guess.
Yeah, Puka, but he wasn't even a fucking high draft pick.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
even knew who that guy was.
Was he even drafted?
Yeah,
I think he was like third round,
Yeah, I
fourth
think he was
round,
drafted
maybe.
for
So
sure.
like that's not too. It's the NFL, right? You can get deals down there, but nobody knew who he was. But over the last like 15, 20 years, it's Calvin Johnson and those other two guys.
Yeah,
right?
in terms of dudes who seem like it's sustainable.
Yeah.
Like Puka's only done it for 1 year.
Yeah.
They did it for they've been doing it for years.
And Calvin Johnson, I guess you should put Mike Evans in that too, because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
had fucking 11,000 yard seasons in a row now.
He's a
but
Hall of Famer.
He's right now. He's a Hall of Famer. Yeah,
Yes.
he's got a ring too.
He could
but-
retire tomorrow.
But like I'm talking about dudes who are elite and make the team better, not just people that are catching balls. Man, you can't. How do you let fucking Jamar Chase go? How do you even let that? How do you even let it come to this?
I don't know, but I understand everybody wanting to get the money because we're now in the new schedule this year where they're playing 18 games. Your chances of getting hurt are very, very high now, and especially playing all over the fucking world and not training properly and being in different stadiums and shit. I mean, they got the fucking Eagles down in Brazil the opening night, for Christ's sake.
Hate that.
Hate it.
It's
it.
dumb.
Hate it,
Is
dude.
Brazil hot in September?
I don't even know.
You're asking if the rainforest is hot in summertime?
But yeah, dude. And then the new kickoff rule. Everybody keeps talking about that.
I forgot about that actually.
I haven't really looked into it. Is it like Arena League football? That's what I heard.
No, I think it's like the XFL. I think they stole the XFL's kickoff rule.
You just like take the ball at the 25 or what?
No,
no,
you
it's like
hike
a
it.
really short kick or something like that. I don't remember. I'm watching the last.
It's like a punt. What do you mean?
No, it's a kick, but it's like from a much shorter distance, so that I don't know. I really don't. I would have
Less
to.
incentive to return the ball.
It says know your rule because the buckle up the NFL kickoffs are going to look a lot. So it is adopted from the XFL actually, with the goal of reducing injuries and increasing the number of kickoff returns instead of running at full speed toward each other, Braveheart style. No one other than the kicker can move until the ball
Touches
either
the hands.
touches the ground or touches the player. The rule is currently approved for 1 year, but it's already affecting team strategy and personnel. And the Steelers, who signed return specialist Cordell Patterson, also floated putting Justin Fields back there. Strange, man. Justin Tucker said he's beefed up because he's anticipating tackling more people. So he's put on some muscle this year.
Hell yeah, more kicker injuries. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
That's the chaos the NFL needs. Just missed field goals left and right. Things are getting too comfortable. Harrison Butker's
Jesus.
hitting every fucking 55-yarder he takes. It's bullshit.
Ban on drop tackles, hip drop tackles. I forgot about that
Yeah.
too, man.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
a tough one. That's going to fuck up. You know how many instant replays you're going to have because of this shit?
Not just instant replays, but is it a penalty and an ejection? Is it like targeting or something? Or what's the, like, how are they enforcing it? Is it just a penalty?
Well, so using the tackle, which occurs when a defender wraps up a ball carrier, rotates his hips, and drops his weight onto the ball carrier's legs, will result in a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. That's a fucking massive penalty.
So you can do everything. So it's legal until you fall on their legs.
Yes.
Okay.
But how do you Full speed? How do you even try to figure that out?
If you just have to follow through with it. You have to sling them instead of landing on them.
Yeah.
The same way with the quarterback tackles now, where if you fucking fall down on top of the guy after you tackle him, that's a penalty. Or you can just fucking pick him up and literally throw him, and that's fine.
You're about to have 4-hour games here. The other
They don't care about that.
No, they want it for ads.
Yeah, and that's, by the way, that's the we've talked this before in the show. But
The NFL is the one sport that can get away with it. That game could be 8 hours long, and people would stay the whole fucking time.
And they fucking do, dude.
We got money on it.
People whine about baseball being long back in the day, but it's like these football games are getting longer. And
Baseball
longer.
got it right.
But think about how there used to be only 16 now. Let's say there's 17, then 18 games. Two, the way that people watch it. Yeah, there's some amount. There's 30, 40, 50, 60,000 people in the stands sometimes. But the other people that are watching are sitting in their truck at a tailgate, or they're at home watching on their couch with just walking around during the day, barbecuing and doing other stuff. A long NFL game doesn't stop anybody from watching.
No, and
they should make it 4 hours.
Or they're
to
on
be
their
honest.
fucking phone. It's
Yeah.
like, well, okay, I'll wait for the next play now. All right, sweet. All
Or
right.
you're using red zone or whatever.
Yeah.
So the league also expanded the use of replay, now permitting reviews of plays where the quarterback was ruled down by contact or out of bounds before throwing a pass. Holy shit, these games are going to be fucking
Too
forever.
complicated on out.
Teams can also earn a third challenge after winning their first, so you can get more challenges
That makes
now.
more sense.
Yeah, but that's going to slow down the game too. If you have 3 challenges,
If you get them right, though, that just means the refs suck.
it does, but the refs are always hit and miss.
I think that they should add special good boy points for if you don't use any challenges. That's a certain amount of points you get at the end of your score.
Oh, little good boy, but you get a little treat.
Good boy points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your timeouts roll over, too.
Yeah.
Fuck, they changed the trade deadline too. So it's week 9.
Instead
All right.
of
Great.
Sure.
nobody trades anything anyway. But yeah.
And emergency quarterbacks are on the 53-man roster. That's necessary.
Yeah, if you want to trade for Josh Dobbs.
Got to get him, dude. You got to get dobbed up. Baseball trade deadline is upon us.
Wait, I'm looking through like the biggest NFL trade deadline
Mid-season.
pickups ever.
That were of use.
Number one is Jalen Ramsey in 2019 for the Rams, and that one I agree with.
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a great player. 49ers getting McCaffrey, that's probably a good one.
Fuck. That's number one. They went to the Super Bowl.
But number three
Not that
is
year, though.
number 3 is the 49ers getting Jimmy G in the midseason from the Patriots. Who fucking cared? That didn't do anything.
Not that year, yeah.
Yeah, but
No.
not even Jimmy G was not a difference maker on any of those teams.
He made the Super Bowl.
He made the Super Bowl, yeah, or the team made the Super Bowl, but so did
He had
this
a
fucking
10-point
So did
lead.
Brock Purdy, dude.
I know,
No.
but I'm saying
Come
like
on.
he played well for the Niners.
The year that they actually won
Also,
the
let's not hurt our Brock Purdy case here.
No.
The year they actually won the Super Bowl, 2021, the Rams got Von Miller at the deadline.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That was a huge one too.
I think that's kind of
But that's it. Like the rest of these, Amari Cooper in 2018 for the Cowboys, they got bounced in the first round of the playoffs. Jay Ajayi in 2017 for the Eagles, they won the next year, I guess, but it wasn't because of him, right? In 18, how big of a part of that Super Bowl team was he?
I just remember him running like a duck. Not too much, though.
It-
He was
it's-
fine, yeah.
The point of it is, very rare is there a needle mover at the deadline in the NFL.
Well, what about in the MLB?
Always.
Right. And then,
Like
and it's
Carlos
coming up.
Beltran back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
fucking-
No, if he got traded in 2017, though, he was on that Super Bowl team that won in 2018, where he won in 2018.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but was he a big part of it? I don't remember Jay Ajayi being like a huge part of that
I think he
Super
got
Bowl
hurt,
team.
but yeah, no, it was kind of a running back by committee. Like Garrett Blunt
Yeah.
was on that team.
Yeah, you guys had like
Yeah.
4 running backs. Anyways, baseball.
Is Vlad Guerrero getting traded?
yeah, I think so.
I don't think. I think he and Bichette have to go.
I think it's time for the Blue Jays to tear it down. It didn't work. It's time to go. Yeah,
Okay.
it's time to just rebuild for the Blue Jays.
The Braves just signed Whit Merrifield.
Great.
Merrifield. I don't know why. I
Because
guess we don't have anybody left, but he's sub Mendoza line.
We
what
cut
the
him.
fuck?
You're fucking out.
they
dude.
just need bodies at this
Yeah,
point.
they just need somebody to stand at second base. But I think.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this, but both Max Fried and Ozzy Albies went on the IL this weekend.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
but also as I predicted last week, Nacho Alvarez has been added to the roster
Yeah.
today.
Yep.
He's the best player in our farm system right now. He's a shortstop that will very likely be the shortstop of our future.
His name
Castellanos
is
had
Nacho.
another.
Nacho Alvarez.
Yeah.
And then we have another one called Perdomo, who's 17 right now. He'll be ready at like 2027. So I think they'll be second base and shortstop
after
combo,
Albies
probably
is
for a good 8-10 year period.
My child's favorite players on the trading block, Jazz Chisholm, Jr. down there.
There's a chance they grab him and put him at second base, maybe, right?
Yep.
Or put him in left field.
So MLB.com right now has him listed as a second baseman.
Yeah, I mean,
on
he came up as a second baseman. He played a little
Jazz
bit of
Chisholm?
shortstop, and now he plays center field.
His name is Jizz Chasm. But
Jizz Chasm, yeah.
yeah.
So what do you think you guys are gonna do? Sell?
I don't think the Braves have ever sold at the deadline.
Well, I mean, right now they're saying Dodgers, Yankees, Orioles, and Phillies. Will they go all in to boost their World Series?
The
Because those are the
Orioles
top
should.
four teams.
The Orioles should try to get an arm.
The Orioles need an arm.
they need an arm, yeah, but they're good.
a starting.
And
otherwise.
they have so many people in their young core they could probably.
The Dodgers
trade.
need bottom of the lineup help, and their rotation is fucking banged up. I don't know what their expectation is so far as Bueller coming back, Clayton Kershaw coming back. Everybody's banged up right now.
I think Kershaw should be back this year. At some
supposed
point.
to, but
yeah.
we haven't seen him yet. He's throwing the ball, but I don't think he's pitching yet.
I mean, they have that division locked up. They'll let him take his time.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
there's no reason to rush
no
it.
reason.
Yeah, it's the Dodgers will be big buyers. The Yankees will be buyers. I think they're
Orioles will. I think the Orioles will be they should be the biggest buyers because they've got a massive fucking young core right now. They've got Jackson Hollaway also coming up, who I wouldn't trade, but there's 4 other dudes that are top 100 prospects.
They have the number 1 farm system. in
They
baseball.
absolutely should they should get young. They should trade those prospects for young, established, like maybe even all-star caliber players that they can sign to like 5 to 7 year deals as soon as they get them.
They
don't
like
need-
the Oklahoma City Thunder where they got better. Like they got good before they thought they were going to.
Yes,
Yeah.
they made the playoffs a year before they thought they were.
I mean,
going
the average position player age is like 24 years old right now. It's ridiculous over there.
The only thing with the Orioles, though, in terms of like being big buyers, is that they need to make a big move, but they don't need a lot of moves.
No,
so they will probably
yeah.
just make maybe even just one for like Crochet.
Yeah, Crochet would be good. He's 25.
Yeah, and that might be it. Like really, that they might just do one thing and maybe a bullpen arm. Like
Yeah.
they don't have a lot of holes. Whereas a team like the Braves or the Astros, who are going to be buyers at the deadline, have more holes to plug and would probably be making more moves. How big those moves will be, I don't know. Presumably the Astros, I think they might want another one because their window is getting tighter and tighter. Not that they haven't done a lot with it, because they've done a ton with their championship window. They've won 2. They've been to 8 straight American League Championship Series. Like they should be happy. But if they want to try to get 1 or 2 more with the core that they have, they're going to need to make big moves. They have like 5 starting pitchers on the IL right now. They're going to need to make moves. The Yankees, I think, are the favorite for Vlad Guerrero. They probably don't need rotation help. Where would the Phillies plug gaps? I know you guys have a lot of injuries right now, but I don't
Some
think they're
bullpen
long.
help would be nice. And they need position players. They need somebody to play left
I
field.
think we're the most well-rounded team in baseball, probably.
Right now, I would agree.
I would agree
mean,
with that.
injuries aside, yeah.
Our injuries, we're not that bad anymore. Everyone's kind of came back, except, Real Muto.
There's nothing in the rotation, so it would really just be maybe a bat or just bullpen.
Definitely some bullpen, yeah.
Yeah. The Braves need an outfielder, maybe a pitcher.
Not
the
a belly
bullpen's
itcher.
great. The bullpen's pretty good to go.
Sorry, that childish line got me. Not a belly itcher.
Yeah, I think this would be a great pickup for the Orioles. So right now, their third baseman is Ramon Urias. He is 30. He's the oldest guy on their team, actually.
Yeah.
At 30.
Ship him.
There's a dude over in Tampa Bay who I think are going to be sellers this year. His name's Isaac Paredes.
Yeah.
And he's got an 803 OPS. He's 25 years old, 16 bombs. He's playing on a shit team, and he's putting up good numbers. Doesn't strike out that much. In 600, he's on pace for 560 at bats. He's going to strike out 109 times.
Here's the thing with the Rays.
That's the kind of guy that I fucking pick up for sure.
Here's the thing with the Rays, though, is that you just shouldn't trade with the Rays.
Yeah, well,
And here's
you
the thing with
will
the
get
Rays.
fucked.
The Rays just shouldn't be a franchise.
I agree they should move. Get them the fuck out of Tampa.
the Rays are like if you had a card game and there's one guy that always cheats.
Yeah. I don't understand how Florida is like the 3rd biggest state in the country and cannot, like, they don't care about most
It's hard
of
to get to
They don't
that
care
stadium.
about sports down there.
It's hard to get to that stadium.
Yeah.
That stadium's easy.
Well, they're
but-
building a new one.
But
Well, let me ask you this, though. There's a rumor that Austin is on the table for a baseball team. Is that true or not?
That is true.
that is true. Yeah, it's between. There's going to be 4 new teams or 3 new teams. No, 2 new teams and 1 team is moving. So Oakland's moving
Yes.
probably to Vegas.
Yep.
But
I
that's
still think
not
that's the
technically
front runner.
solidified yet.
Now not only is Oakland probably moving to Vegas, but they are literally definitely leaving Oakland because
Yeah,
they're going
definitely
to
in
Sacramento.
Oakland. Yeah. Then there's 2 expansion teams that are happening, and they're going to end up in Salt Lake City, Austin, or Nashville, respectively. So 3.
Portland also on the list.
Portland's not.
I agree
player.
that Portland's the least
It's not a
realistic,
player.
but they are on the list.
Yeah,
Put a
exactly.
dome here, right? Can we do that? Can we all agree that there should be a dome
There
in
should.
Austin?
I think
for
the
Christ's
team
sakes?
would probably go in San Marcos and not in Austin, to be
God
honest.
damn it! Why?
Or Round Rock, maybe.
Los
but
Angeles,
not here.
Los Angeles did that bullshit, and I think it would fuck up the Round Rock Express.
Where would
though.
you-
It's
where-
a beautiful
They don't
stadium.
care
out
Yeah,
about
there.
that.
where would you put it in downtown Austin?
You
though?
can't because there's no traffic-wise. There's nothing you
I mean,
can do.
East Austin, over near the airport, there's plenty of room over there.
It would have to
Yes.
be. It would have to be.
and you could build up a bunch of shit. You could build.
That's what I think.
build an Alpharetta around that.
Why
that
are we
stadium.
expanding though? Just like move some teams, like the Rays, they're gone. Move them here.
Royals.
the Angels.
I think the Marlins should
A's.
get moved.
Marlins need to be ejected from
Yeah.
Miami. If that city can't support that
Yeah.
team, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like send them somewhere else. The Royals are good.
Miami aren't good sports fans.
No, they're not.
They're not. Like
You could move all those teams from Miami, including
Dolphins,
the University of Miami.
Like if you like the Dolphins don't sell out half the time.
No, and the University of Miami plays in that same stadium.
Oh, they
so
play
that
in
doesn't
front
even
of
feel like college.
Since the early 2000s, when after Dorsey left and everything, they've been playing in front of empty stadiums.
yeah,
more or less.
when we went at one time,
yeah, it
shit.
was like half empty.
We
Like,
got,
what the fuck? This is-
definitely-
it was like the second
we
game
got
of the year.
60 tickets together.
Yeah.
On the fucking
Yeah.
25-yard line that week for all of our listeners. And
Definitely
it was a blast.
get
but-
rid of the Blue Jays. Like bring them to America.
Yeah, I
I
don't
agree.
think they
Canada
should be up
doesn't
there,
need a
yeah.
team.
No.
Or they
Or
don't need an
deserve
NBA
one.
team. They don't deserve anything.
I mean,
Canada doesn't deserve anything.
Thank God there wasn't a Canadian city on that expansion team list because, dude, putting one in
What would
like,
it be? Calgary?
Vancouver.
Vancouver, maybe.
Yeah,
they talked
gross.
about that with MLS as well. They wanted to put a team in Vancouver to have a rivalry.
They
with
have
Vancouver
a team
and Seattle.
The Vancouver Whitecaps.
Oh, the Whitecaps?
Yeah.
Did they expand up there?
I'm almost positive MLS team.
Because they wanted
Yeah,
to,
the Whitecaps.
Yeah, they wanted to put. They wanted to have like a city rivalry. So right
With
now,
Seattle.
the Canucks and now the fucking
Yeah.
Squids or whatever the fuck they are. I don't even know what they are.
Kraken.
Kraken, yeah.
Yeah.
And they
They'll
wanna-
do well.
Then they
I
wanted to
think-
throw a baseball team up there as well.
I'm fine with hockey.
Seattle is a great sport. As big a piece of shit as that city is now, it's a really good sports town. Everything is sold out always. I've been to football games, soccer games, baseball, basketball, everything.
They reacted well to hockey too. Like they took
hockey.
to that
I
team
haven't been
very
to any
quickly.
hockey games, but yeah.
I'll be pissed if they put the Austin baseball team in San Marcos, just because like
It would make sense.
I
It would
would
make
because they'll try
sense.
to.
The
so
ultimate
hard to get
super
to.
city of San Antonio and Austin merge.
They've always wanted that dream to happen.
I mean, it would. Frankly, Austin should, or maybe in Kyle, and Austin, Kyle becomes part of Austin proper, right? That's
Yeah.
another way to do that.
It
room in
sucks that
Kyle.
they can't put it downtown, but like traffic wise, it's just totally unfeasible.
They could do it if it was 15 years from now, maybe, but right now, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, you would have to be next to 35, or like you said, most likely probably out by Coda.
Just
If
keep
it was
it-
an
although-
Austin only team,
Keep it away from the domain.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, fuck that. But
Yeah.
Coda would be all right out there. There's a lot of land out there.
and then you build a, like you said, like a battery or there's a bunch of teams that have that type.
Yeah,
of shit
St. Louis
now.
has one now.
Oh,
Fucking
Texas Live.
Texas Live.
Ballpark Village
here.
in St.
Yeah,
Louis.
Ballpark
yes.
Village.
Yeah.
I mean, Wrigleyville.
Yeah.
There's a million of them.
Yeah, that's what you'd
That's
have
kind
to
of the
do.
standard now is to build something like that when you build a new stadium. So the only place I can think of in Austin where you would even be able to do it is over there.
And at the very
And
least,
there's no room in downtown Tennessee for this shit either. As a matter of fact, Pete, Ross and I have a bunch of friends who are trying to buy up bars and property and all kinds of stuff down there, and it is
Nashville.
a fucking nightmare. It is an
believe it.
absolute nightmare. You can't tear anything down because it's an historic city.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where they would put it because they're trying to relocate rebuild their fucking football stadium right now too. And I heard that maybe they want to put it down there somewhere.
because
I don't
all
know.
their two stadiums are the
They're both
Predators play
close.
down.
Yeah, they're
downtown,
close.
right?
So they want to put a baseball stadium down there too. Maybe they can do it. I don't know. But I think if I had to choose between all the available, if you're putting one in Vegas, why? Vegas and Salt Lake City are the same TV market. So why would you do that?
Yeah, there's no
right?
point.
And there's nobody in fucking Salt Lake City.
And there's nobody in Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Portland market is
Yeah, it sucks, man.
and I actually saw some graphs today on like what each sport's major revenue comes from,
Mm.
and sadly, like the NHL was primarily ticket sales, which is not a good thing.
Yeah, that's never good. It should be TV.
But baseball, ticket sales was second behind local TV revenue. So ticket sales are a big fucking deal, which means you need to have it in a place with a fair amount of people, with a place that's growing, with a place that has proven to be a sports town. And I mean, I guess Portland has as good of a case as Austin in terms of being a sports town because they went after their MLS team immediately, and they seem to be good fans of the Blazers. But, but it's not a big city. It's small, and it's not growing.
It's not even. It's shrinking.
Yeah.
So that's not a good sign. I think two expansion teams, and you put them in Nashville and Austin, probably.
Yes.
That's where my money's at.
That's what makes the most sense.
And
We'll
it
see how
doesn't
goes.
cut into. I don't think they cut into really Rangers and Astros like money by doing that.
No. Here's the question: do you become a fan of the new Austin team?
Hell yeah.
No.
Or do you stay a fan of the Braves?
If Austin's in the American League, hell yeah, because then I'll just have one in each league and I'm good to go. But I will not do it if they are in the National League.
And what are we going to call this?
Well,
team?
you got two in the American League. Two Texas teams are in the American League, so it would make sense if they were in the National League.
Well, I think it makes more sense if they're in the American League because you help reduce travel, and then maybe you can switch. Actually, what would be smart, there are not a lot of like most of the Western Division teams in the American League are not in the Western time zone or something like that. Or no, maybe it's I don't know. You would need to
no, it's the American League.
Okay.
Right? Because in the National League, the West is San Diego, L.A.
American League, you would have the Astros, the Rangers.
So the Athletics are about to leave.
Yep.
But they'll still be in the Western time zone in Vegas, right? Is that Mountain?
Yeah, it's Western.
Western?
Yeah,
Okay.
Western, yeah.
I
But
don't
Salt
know.
Lake City would be Mountain.
Angels, A's, Rangers, and then Houston. So, maybe. We'll see. I'm for it. Last but not least, to close it out here, Jake Paul will be champion of the world one day. Had
Of
a
what?
vicious knockout.
Of what? What are you
Mike
talking
Perry.
about? Mike Perry's never put on boxing gloves before 2 weeks ago.
He's working his way up, dude.
Mike Perry without gloves would have won that fight.
Jake Paul knocked him out.
Bare
and
knuckle.
It was just embarrassing for Mike Perry. He became his own chain that he wore.
Spent
Next
50 bucks
up
on that?
is 59-year-old Mike Tyson. I didn't spend any money on that. I didn't watch that fight. I didn't know it was on, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was on. This was the sub-in for the Mike Tyson fallout. So we'll see what happens here. But Jake Paul says he will become champion of the world, and I believe him.
Of what?
I
though?
really believe him. Boxing,
There's like 8 different fucking. No, he's
all of it. He's
and
gonna
also,
he's going to win all the weight classes, all the belts.
well, he's
all the
only
things.
fought one boxer and he lost.
Yeah.
A bad
It was
boxer.
a bad decision, though, guys. And he also had Crab Rangoon the night before.
Oh,
They're
is that,
saying
is that what it was?
he had some
is that
bad
like
Rangoon.
Is that like when Biden says he has long COVID?
Yeah, he got gooned up.
Whatever, yeah.
Everybody gets gooned,
Wait,
man, and then it happens.
I have a
and he
pitch.
lost.
I have a pitch for the Major League Baseball team for Austin too. Just have Elon Musk buy him.
Oh fuck!
Elon
real?
Musk is the owner, as the
And the Rockets?
psychotic
And then
owner.
The Austin Space Rockets.
Then he starts trolling fucking Cuban.
yeah,
You know
starts
what I
throwing
mean?
cubes. Or who's a good MLB owner to piss off?
They're all owned by fucking corporations.
Corporations.
Now the
I don't-
Steinbrenners, I guess, are still there.
I guess, yeah, and they suck at their job too.
Why don't
the
you just
Austin
have
Space Rockets would be great.
George
though.
Bush buy it.
I would also be down with W finally owning a baseball team.
Yeah, that'd be fun because that's what he should have been.
Yes.
instead of president.
He should have been the Major League Baseball commissioner.
He was a pretty good baseball guy. Yeah,
He loved it.
Condi Rice probably
Best
should have
first
stayed
pitch
in the
of
NFL.
all time.
For a president, probably. Yeah.
I
Nolan,
think-
Nolan,
we
Nolan
got-
Ryan threw the best first pitch.
We can get
ever.
Condi in on it too. George W. and Condi.
Nolan Ryan came out at 65 and threw 87 miles per hour.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did you see his statement the other day about pulling pitchers after a certain pitch count?
I didn't, but I can tell you what he said at a fucking training camp I was at one time. He said, your arm will rust before it wears out.
Really?
Yep.
So he goes, yeah. They say, how do you feel about the pitch count? He goes, I love it. And he goes, I'm just kidding. It's stupid. He's a fucking animal.
Yeah,
that guy.
he and this guy that was a minor league pitcher, and then he was like he was a relief pitcher for a bit for the Rangers back in the day. Tom House was his name. That was his like personal pitching coach all those years. And I used to buy all their fucking tapes. It was VHS back in the day on how to train and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a phrase he used a lot. He goes, your arm will rust before it wears out. Don't listen to these people telling you to stop throwing. And he's right. He's right.
I still jack off to Tom Emanski hitting videos.
Here's what's going on now. Dudes are throwing the ball as hard as they can every time and trying to put as much spin on it as they can.
So over gripping.
They're over gripping, and they're pitching 60% less innings than they used to, and they're getting injured at like a fucking 3,000% higher rate.
Did I see it right that Blake Snell has never pitched into the 9th inning?
That's probably true.
That's probably true. His average was
and he's won a Cy Young
5.
2.
He's won 2 Cy Young.
Yeah.
Last year there was like no good candidate for the Cy Young.
I don't know. Emanaga was pretty good, and then was it Justin Steele had a really good year too?
Steele was probably the second best candidate for it, but it was a down year.
Emma not going to work.
Sometimes if there's not an MVP or Cy Young caliber player, just don't give it out.
Like Bryce Bryce Harper's second MVP in 2021.
Well,
I think he deserved that.
No, Austin Riley should have won that, obviously, because he's the one that fucking stepped up when it mattered and hit 400 down the stretch to beat the Phillies and win that division. Anyways,
it wasn't in the playoffs, though.
The Fields medal is only given out like a math medal. It's only given out when it's deserved. Okay. I think that would be fucking dope.
Yeah. Or same with the Heisman. The Heisman needs to just be a quarterback award at this point.
You get some running backs.
You don't.
We'll see.
You don't.
Not anymore.
Not really. Not anymore.
Not anymore. How funny would it be though to have the MLB commissioner come out and just say, "Hey, nobody was good enough this year.
So we're shutting it all down.
Try harder, guys." And he just walks off the stage.
That's all I want.
Grab your stuff and go home. That'd be great.
And then the next year you get 2.
Get off my land.
Yeah, get off my fucking lands. We appreciate you tuning in, kids. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. And don't forget to bet with us or against us on mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. I'll be betting on preseason football, the first game of the year, the Hall of Fame game, in 10 days, because we always bet the under on the Hall of Fame game. For D'Anthony Hollaway, Delco Dan, Hot Bob, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Monday Morning Recap. Good morning, everyone.